Hello everyone, this is Bytesauce and welcome to episode 10 of Feed the Beast Unleashed. And off camera I've been mining a bit and got quite a few resources now. Mainly my diamond count's got up to 58. Cool. Anyway, today's episode I'm gonna prevent myself from mining again because I'm bored of it now. So I'm gonna start by making a quarry. So pretty simple recipe, if I can find the quarry. Yes. All it requires though is 11 diamonds in total, which is quite a lot, but that's fine. So I'm going to craft that quick. A quarry. Cool. Now I need to power the quarry, and I thought the best way of doing it would be an ender tank. Let's see, ender tank. Let's get a cauldron. And finally ender tank. And some rose. There we go, there's one. Let's clear that first. There we go. And we need something for the stuff to go into, so we'll have a ender chest. And finally something to actually power it with our ender tank. You might have guessed what it will be. Some more magmatic engines. Now I'm going to craft this off camera, it takes a bit of time, so I'll be back when I've got it all already. This is where I've decided to quarry. It's actually not too far from my home. That's the Oasis, whatever it's called. The biome that's not too far from my home, so that's basically the other side of that. Sounds like there's water here. So if I just grab... I brought some landmarks with me as well, as you can see. Let's just place this on that, and will this work? Nope, that wasn't what I wanted to do. This? There we go, that works. Head off in this direction, and place a landmark over here. And then one final one over this direction. Ow. Where are you? Oh, you're there. Do you come up this side? There you go. Head back over this way. And turn the lever off, give it a click, and it should form a frame. Cool. Right, let's get this tree out of the way. And have we got anything to put down? So, quarry, and it should fill out the whole space. And I'll go grab the landmarks in a sec. And then if I put, let's grab this first. Did I bring a wrench with me? Yes, I did. One there, one there. One of these. Now I need to just check chunk boundaries are. Yep, I think we're good. Just about. Right, need to hit this, and this should fill these up, and they instantly start. All I do need to do now is wrench this, and the little dude comes along and starts shooting lasers everywhere. Yeah, cool. So it's working. So I'm gonna quickly, because I have no other thing for this, I'm gonna head back and get some materials ready to set up how I'm going to get the items out of that chest. So I'll be back then. So I was crafting up all the stuff I needed, and I got to a point where I thought I could actually save resources if I made myself one of these. So I got halfway through crafting it up. So yeah, I'm going to have use one laser for now, just because it's a bit cheaper. You know, I'm not swimming in diamonds, so what would be the best place to put this? If I put it here, let's see, put it there, and then we could have a laser here. Do you think that'll reach? That'll probably reach. Also gonna grab a chest quickly. We'll throw that down here. And that way, whatever it can make will be placed straight into the chest. So if we throw some redstone in. Let's see, chipsets. Yeah, these are what I'm after, golden chipsets, and so I'm going to have to craft a few of these up, and I'll be back once I've got some. Okay, so I've done a bit of planning off camera, and this is what I've come up with. I'll explain what this is in a bit, but what I need to grab is pulverizers. There we go. And if I... Oops, that's not meant to go there. Nor is that meant to face this way. What have we got here? Power furnace, good. Well, try again. Oh. Wow, doing well today. There we go. Right, so I've got 5 pulverizers and 5 powered furnaces. Now, I'm going to add some insertion transport pipe into these. Let's just dig the roof up a bit. And one more over here. In fact, let's do this bit as well. I'll sort that out off camera. Take the top off. And I'm going to add insertion pipes to the top as well. Right. Now what I'm going to do is, if I add... where can we put this? Let's put it over here. So, we'll dig one out. Put a gold pipe here. And then what we're going to need is some basic logistics pipes. And I'm going to put 3 in a row. And, yep, that's right. And then I'm going to add 5 basic logistics pipes there. And then I'm going to configure all of these outputs. So the output of the pulverizers at the top and the output of the powered furnaces at the bottom. And then I'm going to configure all the inputs to be at the top and at the bottom for these. So I'm going to do all that off camera because it's a bit boring to watch. And I'll be back once I've done that. So I configure them all. So all the outputs are in the middle and all the inputs are at the top and at the bottom for these. And I've also added a few bits of pipe just so the power that comes in here will connect these logistics pipes up as well. So they'll, as you can see, they've all turned green where they need to. Now, what I also need to do is, if I can get some cobble, so I need to neb pull my way up here. Need to fill this hole in. Oh no, I don't. There we go. That's the one I wanted. Let's fill that back in. Right, and for this, I'm going to add a logistics chassis pipe. And to the pipe itself, oh, wrench, that's the one I wanted. I'm going to add an extractor Mark III module. And the reason I chose Mark III is simply because it's so much faster than Mark 1 and 2. Which means it'll pull out all the items as fast as they'll go in, hopefully. Now, all I need to do now is connect this. I'm going to need a bit more gold pipe, I think. Let's grab some more of that. And this should come out of here. And then we can attach this. Let's drop this down. So if we need to, we can come through here. And now this can actually be attached to this pipe here. So, is that the best way of doing it? Not entirely sure. Yeah, that should be fine. So if we just dig this out. Now, what I want to do is, the reason I had the chest full of stuff before is because I need one of each of these. So one of them, and finally one of them. And now to this basic logistics, all I'm going to add is one of these to each, like so. And that way, this should route all of these items. Once they hit this logistic pipe, they should route all the items into the pulverizers. Now, the reason I've used insertion pipes on the bottom here is because if it enters one, then it has the it has the chance of basically coming along and going into the next one. So you could have iron ore in here and iron ore in here, where I just want everything to be stacked into one, and then the next one can be filled with the next item if there is that many items coming through. So if we just fill this back up, and then what I actually need to do is I need to get power to these actually. So there should be power just around here. Like so. Actually, what we'll do is we'll add all this to here, and then one there, and finally that there. Right, now these all should be receiving power, which they are. I think we'll run out of power. That might be the next thing we need. So all these will be filling up, and then if we just let's quickly just disable the output and let it grind it up. And I'm going to grind all of these so I've got the dust ready, and I'll be back once I've done them all because it'll take a short while. So all the power's filled up nicely, seems to be full, and I've pulverized all my stuff, so I'm going to add everything that needs to be smelted into here. Now that means any items that come into here should first get routed along. This will be, well actually no, the pipe up there will be the first one they meet, and it'll be told to come down here where it should be sent to this pipe and then inserted into the bottom. And then when they come out, they'll be sent either, if they're needed to be smelted, they'll go up this way, or if they don't, they should go, well, currently nowhere. But I'm going to fix that in a second. So what I should have on me is an ME interface and some cable. Now I moved my I moved my controller to the other side of the stairs, so my controller's here now. And in fact, if I just we'll bring this down like this, and we'll add the controller here, sorry, the interface here, and I've got with me a provider, a request pipe, and just a basic logistics pipe. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to add them all onto the interface. So I'm going to add the provider here, requester here, and then also I'm going to have to connect them up like so. And finally, just the basic here. Whoops. Basic there, and finally wrench this and set this as the default route. So this means any items that aren't part of the system will currently just go straight into the the ME system. And then finally I just need to run this pipe down here and connect it to here. So I'm going to grab some more pipe and then I'll do that off camera. Okay, so, ooh, there we go. It's already on its way. So as you can see, big load of items have come through and they're getting sent straight into the ME system, and hopefully the interface should throw them straight into the ME. And as I said a few episodes ago, if you ever meet a junction, you're going to have a basic logistics pipe, otherwise the items will bounce around a bit and they'll eventually get to where they want to go, but it'll take a bit more messing around. So it's easy to just add one to each junction. So that's that. If I just cover this up. Now, this is all well and good, and all my ores should now get processed here, but it's looking a bit ugly. So one final thing I want to do, if I just fill that hole in as well. Any more holes in the line about? Well, the final thing I want to do is actually make some facades, and that's just to cover up all the holes that I've made through the whole thing. So for that, I'm going to need, if I just pick a random one, I'm going to need some structure pipe. So, okay, I've got the structure pipe ready. So all I need to do is throw that and this in, and I should be able to make facades. Just remove that quickly. They don't require too much energy in comparison to the chipsets, which required 40,000. It's only 8,000. Oh yeah, I got bored of waiting and added another 2 lasers. So once these are ready, I'll just place them through all the gaps that I have. Unfortunately, they won't cover conduits, but they will cover everything else. So let's grab some of them when they're ready. And all you do is simply click the pipe wherever they need to be, and they cover up all the mess. So I'm gonna get a few more of these, cover everything up, and I'll be back once I've done it. So just to show you as well, I've got some plain stone facades, and if I place them onto the logistic pipe, the pipe itself will actually poke through, and as you can see, it's pulling the items out. So that's empty. And if we look into our ME system, you can see the count of the cobblestone going up. So I think all in all, it's quite a good little system. If we throw all this in, it will have actually overloaded the system, but hopefully that much stuff shouldn't come through at one time. Yep, there we go. It's all been thrown into the furnace and then sucked straight back out and thrown in, hopefully into the ME system. So that's episode 10 of Feed the Beast Unleashed. Thanks for watching. See you later.